Hi, everyone, and welcome to our weekend recap edition of Racing OneCast. And Saturday night, Jimmie Johnson made it back-to-back wins at Phoenix International Raceway as the two-time Sprint Cup Series champion stretched his fuel load to pick up the checkered flag in the Subway Fresh Fit 500. Johnson and crew chief Chad Knaus rolled the dice and stayed on the racetrack while many of the leaders came down pit road to pit for fuel in the closing laps, and the gamble paid off as Johnson went to victory lane for the first time in 2008.
It was real tough to keep track position at the end of the race. We led a lot at the beginning and then a little off on fuel strategy, and just had to fight back through all those cars, and with the lap cars and everything, it made it really tough. I can't tell you how good the race car was and how much fun I had throughout the entire day one, and then that last run with 80 laps left in the event, restart 14th with all the lap cars and get up to the 11 and the 8 and be right there on those guys. Said a lot about the car that we had. And the fact that we were able to save fuel, the car was handling really well. Guys peeled off, and once they started peeling off, Chad was reading me splits, and I just kind of maintained and tried to keep the thing alive and keep it running and bring it on home.
Johnson cut the fuel load so close he ran out of gas on the back straightaway before coming to victory lane. Clint Boyer also stayed on track at the end of the race and wound up driving the Richard Childress Racing DirecTV Chevy home to a runner-up finish.
This thing's worked out. We were kind of conserving brakes there in that last run and backing the corners up, which in turn saved fuel. And about halfway through that run, you could tell that it might go all the way, that we were strung out that far. And Gil said just save as much gas as you can, and I did. And he told me we were only 3 laps shy of making it, before that run started. So, I don't think I was near as worried about it as he was. I knew how much I was saving out there, and I was pretty sure I saved enough.
Denny Hamlin was forced to pit among the leaders as the race wound down, but was able to recycle his way back around and finish third in the Joe Gibbs Racing number 11 Toyota.
Felt like it was going to be between us, the 48 and the 8 at the end, and I thought everyone was going to have to pit, so we decided to come in and take 2 tires and try to make some time up on those guys, and we beat everyone who pit. And we had everyone by the gonads. They just made it on fuel.
Carl Edwards recovered from some miscues on pit road to finish 4th, and Mark Martin, who was leading the race with 8 laps to go before having to pit for fuel, wound up finishing 5th. Jeff Burton finished 6th and maintained a series point lead, which is now 80 over Kyle Busch. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is 3rd after finishing 7th and leading 87 laps on Saturday night. Jimmie Johnson's 4th, and Kevin Harvick rounds out the top 5 as the series gets ready for its second off weekend of 2008 and goes back to work on Sunday, April 27th with the Aaron's 499 at Talladega Superspeedway. For Racing OneCast, this is Pete Pistone reporting.